Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another journey down the road of Red Hot Chili Peppers discography. And today we're talking about One Hot Minute. It's got a lenticular sleeve. That's good, isn't it? I like that. Originally released September the 12th, 1995. Um, this is my favourite Red Hot Chili Peppers album. Just putting it out there, just getting it out of the way. I remember at the time I was into them. I remember buying the CD singles. I remember getting the album on the day of release. I was into them, and I was very excited again because we've got to talk about the backstory of what happened after the success of Blood Sugar Sex Magic in '91. There was much touring, and Frusciante, the guitarist, decided to bow out. He didn't like the popularity and decided to rot his teeth away in a heroin haze of drug abuse, among the other various illegal substances that he took, and retreated into addiction. The band then gets Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction, which had split up, and he helps them on their tour and ends up being like a member for their studio recordings of this. I was excited because I'm a fan of Dave Navarro and Jane's Addiction. I thought, this is going to be interesting, and I was rightly rewarded with my interest. I think this is a much better record. And again, it's probably a lot of people out there is going to disagree with me, but I like the focus and the rock bravado that Navarro brings to the band. A lot of the funk and a lot of the more esoteric stuff is discarded for a more balls out rock approach, and that I like. I think it's a much more focused record. Rick Rubin is back in the production chair. 61 minutes 14 seconds. You see, I didn't realise it was that long. I enjoyed it, and that's why it doesn't feel like a long album to me. However, there are still some some criticisms to be had. But yeah, it did well. It didn't sell as many as the previous album, as much as Sugar Sex Magic. I don't think it even sold a fraction of the sales, and so it was deemed as a commercial flop. Whereas I think, in terms of music, I think it's a much stronger, more focused record. It's funny that, isn't it funny how these things go. And then, during the making of it, you have Kiedis getting into addiction again. And a lot of the lyrics, excuse me, a lot of the lyrics are, tinged by his struggles and how he's feeling. So it's got a slightly darker, introspective edge to it than some of their other albums, which I think I like. I think that it's more of a deeper thing. I don't know if other people like that. And then it's Dave Navarro who succumbs to addiction, which ends up with him leaving the band at the end of all this. So it's a kind of a weird cyclical, drugs. They're a drugs band. That's the only kind of real issue I have with them, is that I think that's the problem with these LA Hollywood types. Is I think the drugs is all part of the image and all part of the lifestyle and how to get things done. And it took quite a while for it to be made. June '94 to February '95. It's quite a significant period of time. And I think that frustrated Dave Navarro as well, the amount of time it took to make. But it's a great record. Opens with Warped, which again, what I like about the Chili's is the first track usually, like I always call it, like a statement track. It's like it's them saying, "Here we are," and Warped is no exception to that. And we hear, a very different and more muscular, which is kind of ironic considering they love to play with their shirts off, a more muscular band, and it's again the the lyrics deal with Kiedis's narcotics issues at the time. This leads us into Aeroplane, probably my favourite Red Hot Chili Peppers song of all time. I just love the joyfulness of it, and I love the kids' chorus that's in it, and I love the video. And I think, again, it's got a playfulness to it that's seldom seen. However, it's still tinged with Kiedis's addiction. He feels himself, decomposing. Again, I like that. Everything's great, but it's not. Again, there's an extra level to it. Deep Kick, great track. My Friends. Again, some people say that the band are deliberately trying to be. Is it Deep Kick that's got the Mellotron in it? It probably has. I know one of them's got. I should have made notes. One of them's got a Mellotron on it, which made me go, "Oh, I forgot about that." But yeah, My Friends. People say, "Oh, it's them attempting to do Under the Bridge again." I don't think it is. I think you do. There's always going to be like a ballady type track on these albums. I really like it. I think it's a good melody. I think the video's all right, and I think it's Navarro's guitar playing. The solo I like. Coffee Shop. They are going down to the coffee shop like Iggy Pop. Gonna bop. Everything rhymes with op. It's a goofy one. I don't mind it. Meanwhile, P sees Flea taking on the lead vocals. It's a bit. Yeah. I think it was a B-side to one of the singles. Because again, I bought all the CD singles back in the day. It was the B-side to Warped, which was interesting. I'm not a big fan, but I will allow them in this instance to have their little. They always do, like I say, a little esoteric, little bit weird track, and it only goes for 1:46. The B-side opens with One Big Mob. Or is it? No, it's the end of the A-side is One Big Mob, sorry. I should have held up the album, which is again another corker. And we flip it over to side 2, Walkabout. Got a great song. It's a great, great, great song. They're all, they're all really good. Which leads into Tearjerker, which is Kiedis's tribute to the passing of Kurt Cobain. And I'm doing this on the day that it's announced Taylor Hawkins has passed. It's a weird kind of, it's not. Is it a coincidence? No, it's just me talking about this that has a link to that, which is a link to this. But yeah, it's a nice kind of ballady type. 1 minute, they're off again. Falling Into Grace is another good one. But I love Shallow Be Thy Name, which is, again, they're really chomping at the bit. Ends with Transcending. I nearly said Transcending. Transcending. White teeth. Which is pleasant. Again, it's supposed to be a tribute to River Phoenix. I think that one does go on a bit. It's 5:43. I think it could have been trimmed. Down a bit. Again, some of these songs I do think are a little bit overlong. Because some of them touch like 6 minutes, 5 minutes. And with a little bit of judicious pruning, I think we'd have had a lot tighter album. But I still enjoyed it. I still like it. I think it's a much more, in terms of an album itself, I think it's a much more focused affair. They're not relying on all that, cod funk nonsense that they get obsessed with. Because again, I think it's all right, but I don't necessarily think that they're particularly good at it. If you want funk, you listen to Funkadelic and Parliament and bands like that. So I'm always a little bit. My brain switches off when I go into funk mode because things. But other than that, I really think, again, I listened to it just before doing this. I listened to it and all the memories came flooding back, of buying it and enjoying it at the time. And it just feels to me a really strong, focused album. And I think it also acts as a blueprint for, what they do subsequently with the following albums until they start getting, trying to fill a double album again, and start doing that, which is, Why can't people just make nice short albums? Why can't they do that? But yeah, it's my favourite. It's a personal favourite of mine. And this is an interesting pressing because not only is it got this great lenticular sleeve, which is reflecting all the light. You know, the light is coming through the curtains. I'm just trying to. Yeah, here we go. I think I've got it there. You can see it now without the light passing on it. There we go. Which is okay. That just amuses me because I'm a kid of the 1970s and we had a lot of lenticular things back then. So I'm easily pleased. You know that. And this one is number 1,569. 69. Just saying. But what else is there, Dan? What else? Let's have a little look. For not only do we get a lyric insert, so we can sing along. Yeah. There's also there's the band. Look, there they are. And Chad Smith doesn't look like Chad Smith there. He looks like somebody else. He doesn't look like Will Ferrell at all, which is most disappointing. But yeah, it says lenticular cover and red vinyl, pressed at Palace, whatever that means. But yeah, it's a delightful red vinyl. I think all Chili Peppers albums should be on red vinyl, and that's why I pre-ordered the new record on red vinyl. You see, there were lots of options you could go for, but I could have gone for like the super rare colour one, but I thought no, it's got to be red every time, isn't it? So yeah, I was really pleased when I actually got hold of this. I got this one a few years back. I think it was the last copy doing the rounds, and I was so glad I got hold of it because it's one of my favourite records. Again, you forget. You listen to so much music, you're forgetting which ones you enjoy. Anyway, sorry about holding it up. I've been talking about Red Hot Chili Peppers, even the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, even 1 hot minute from September 12th, 1995. Oh, I was young. I had hair down to my arse. I was in gainful employment. I had the whole world at my feet. I had the whole future to look forward to before I ended up being a washed out has-been talking about records on YouTube and nobody watches. Oh, how did it come to this? Oh, mention the diabetes as well. Thanks for watching. Next time, the band returns. After 4 years in the wilderness, they return. Wonder what that story is going to be like. That's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? So we're thundering towards 1999 and their next barnstormer of a record. Do tune in. Thank you for watching. My name is Darren Locke. Like I said, 1 hot minute, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hopefully enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, all that stuff that they ask you to do. And yeah, I'll be back again, in the next video. Ta-da!